Hello everyone, Nevermore here, aka Chipstone or Magic Man, depending what games we're playing. What I want to do with you now is help you install and configure a Mumble voice client. Currently Mumble is 1.2.2, and you need to head over to mumble.sourceforge.net to get the latest client. Windows client is here, OS 10 client is here. While those are downloading, you might check out the fact page. Head down to the audio features, and that'll basically explain why we made the switch from Ventrilo after many years over to Mumble. It really is a superior product. Um, Once you have Mumble downloaded and you're going through the install process, take your time going through the install process. It has a built-in audio wizard, and step through the audio wizard because that's going to help you get your microphone configured and get your microphone normalized so that you're not talking too loud or too softly. So step through here, turn on your positional audio. That's pretty nifty. What that means is in-game, if someone is standing on your right in-game, you're going to hear them in your right ear.
This is an example of Speaks, an audio
Step through
compression
this, just
codec
listen to what it's
specifically
saying,
tuned
step
for the
through it.
reproduction of human speech.
Same through here, just spend a couple of moments here. I have push to talk set up as the tilde key. By default it's set to balanced.
This is an example of Speaks.
Make sure if you're using headphones you tick the headphones box here.
Reproduction of human speech.
And then finish it out. Fire up Mumble and it'll bring you back to a screen that looks like this. To get connected to a server, the tag server for example, come to server and hit connect, and it's going to look more like this when you first start it up. And you'll have to hit add new, and it's going to bring you to this edit box here. I've already got the tag site in here. There's the properties you need. Server name, that's what you can generically name it. Tag, TAGamers, or whatever you want to call it. The address is important. The port number is important. That information is of course on the tag website, TAGamers.com. This is your username. This is how you will be shown in Mumble when you're talking to others. So once you get that set up, hit OK. Come back here, select your server, hit connect.
Connected.
And once you get connected, it's going to look basically like this. It looks a little bit different than Vent, but in just a minute I'll show you how to basically make it look like Vent so that it's fairly familiar and easy to navigate. Again, you can come back to configure an audio wizard if you need to. Maybe you installed Mumble already and didn't go through the audio wizard. You could come back and do that at this point. The major feature here when you first get it set up is coming to the settings tab, and I got here by configure and settings. Very first thing I want to do is come down here and tick the advanced button on the bottom left to open up all of our options. We prefer push to talk, so make sure push to talk is set up. If you're doing voice activation, it's just never going to be as nice and clean as push to talk. Audio output. Here's where you can select positional audio, turn it on or off if you like. You might want to check out attenuate applications by when you talk or when others are talking. User interface. Here's where we can start to make it look like Vent. Select the stacked option here. You also want to set up the options on the bottom right here, users above channels, and optionally you can show channel user count. That'll basically show a number out to the side of the channel that you're in, or out to the side of all the channels actually, of how many users are in those channels. I don't typically turn it on, but you can. Users above channels won't take effect until we log in and out of Mumble, which we'll do in just a moment. shortcuts. If you need to change your push to talk key, this is where to do it. Come over here, click right there, select your new button. This is standard fare. Skipping on through here, nothing to see here. Plugins you can turn on and off. These are related, I believe, to the overlay and your positional audio. LCD, this is for the Logitech, those of us with a Logitech keyboard with the LCD screen on it. And overlay will show who's talking in your game. So it will overlay the person that's talking over the top of Warcraft or whatever game you're playing. You probably, if you don't like the option, if you don't want to see those names popping up, turn it off right there. I prefer show only who is talking. I don't need to see myself. I know when I'm talking, I can hear me. This section here controls, the sliders control where the name shows up on the screen. This is horizontal placement, this is vertical placement on the screen, and this shows growth. So this is a default configuration, but it would say when the second person starts to speak, they're going to be to the left and below the first person that's speaking. And that's basically Mumble configuration in a nutshell. We'll close out. You can see it already switched over to a vertical stacked configuration like Ventrilo. One other nice thing we can show you is you can skin Mumble. I already have some skins downloaded into a skins folder that you create inside the Mumble directory. So I'm going to click into skins, and I'll scroll down here and tell it to select the any of these files. These are blue, green, gray, so forth. Any of the blue files will tell it to turn on the blue skin that I have installed there. And there you can see the blue skin. This is how I normally roll. I'm going to log out and log back in so that the placement of the users it will show up in the correct groups.
Connected.
And there we go. Now I actually show up in WoW Guildhouse rather than below all of the other subdirectories of the WoW Guildhouse. And that's it. If you have any questions about how to configure Mumble, drop in our forums and ask us there, or catch up with one of the admins in Mumble and we'll help you out.